Welcome to part 2 of this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday the 28th of February. This is part 2 of the mod madness. Over 48 mods dropped, 4 maps. So I'm having a bit of an issue. You might not be watching this until Saturday, which will be the 1st of March. Wow. I've recorded and edited and I'm uploading part 1, and my internet is showing it normally takes an average video of mine 20 minutes to upload, 15-20 minutes, something like that. It's saying 2 hours and 32 minutes. So when I check my upload speed, download 500 megabytes per second, upload 4, I don't get it. I reset the box, I don't know what's going on. I'm paying for a better service than that anyway. So you might not be seeing this until Saturday. Apologies if you are. So what we're going to be starting with, if you haven't seen part 1, there'll be a link somewhere. It might come up now, it might come up at the end, if I remember. So this is the Lizard FTN 1000 by Frits, 7.06 megabytes download, 5 slots with a 1 meter pickup. There's some really cool stuff actually in part 2. There is some cool stuff in part 1, of course. So this you'll find under Forage Harvester Headers. And technically, it's a harvester, really. I mean, rather than just a header, but there it is. Now, if you look at the bottom, it shows corn, it shows sorghum, and it shows grass. It will cut all 3 of those and turn them into chaff. Quite a handy bit of kit, really. I mean, it's not a multi, you know, a lot of the bigger headers are multi-crop and that kind of thing. But for a small one, if you're going to get started or whatever, 65 horsepower required. Only thing that you can change is the main colour, which you can pick from the palette and go for it. So it does have, it's rear attached. Actually, these wheels on this are probably a little bit too wide, but it'll work. It does have a rear hitch, so you can hitch your trailer behind it. When you open the pipe should then point into the trailer. I keep saying should, I mean, this one of these things. So let's listen to that. That's quite cool. Let's turn it on. Drop it down, he says. There we go. So we go. We're going across our grass. It's cutting the grass. Yes, admittedly only in a 1 metre strip, but it is doing it. So we can see it's doing the grass, no problem. Next thing to try. Let's whiz across the top of the sorghum. Sorghum, not a problem for this bad boy. And then finally should be the corn, which of course is my furthest crop away, but that's all right. Often these will only have a corn headers, the little small ones. Where is that? Okay, why is that not putting the chaff? Sure, I don't need to unload here. That's putting it on the floor. Why is that now switched away from my trailer? That's odd. Should be putting it in the back corner. L1. Works to go up and down. Let's try that. I didn't think I'd have to adjust it manually. Try that again. There you go, it's working. So maybe you have to do a bit of manual adjustment. Shouldn't do really, once the pipe's out, should be good to go. But there you go. Grass, sorghum and corn. With this little gem. The Lizard FTN 1000 by Frits. Next. We've got this. This is like an old friend, isn't it? The Bergmann Repex 34S. That's been around forever. Since the year dot. This is by Michi. It is 7.74 megabytes download. 5 slots with 34,000 litre capacity. Hence the 34S. This is a forage wagon, so that's where you'll find it. Just there. 80 grand for the base model, 120 horsepower required. We've got the option of Trelleborg with a standard and the standard 2. We've got Michelin as it is, BKT with a standard and a standard 2. Friedenstein, same thing. Oh no, this one's got a wide as well, sorry. Back to Trelleborg. Silage additive tank, yes or no. Main colour does the strips between. So if you want to change the colour of those with metallics as well, you can if you want to. And then a rim colour and a license plate option on there as well. I've just realised what I forgot to do. So let's see, because the one you tried to use the other day, we had some issues. Let me just try, turn on overload again. Right, R1 right stick up and down. Oh, there, that raises and lowers the trailer so we can get the angle just right so you can get your axles hopefully both on the floor. Often you'll have an option for the front flap to adjust, but I don't think this one does. That's what we were just doing. Anyway, I didn't put any silage additive in. Yeah, the other day when whichever one it was I was trying to use, was it a Stroutman one the other day? It wasn't registering the silage additive, so hopefully this will come up saying, why are none of the things are recognising the silage additive for some reason? I don't know why. It did this the other day. That is definitely silage additive. I mean, to be fair, the little tank is the other side, but it still should be registering it's there. I'm not getting the option to refill. That's not something that's happened since the update. I mean, to be fair, I have been using a liftable pallets and bales one. Let's try and buy a standard one, because that'd be weird that two different forage wagons from two different modders would do the same thing with refill wagon. It's only 10 litres. Why are they not refilling from the liftable pallets and bales ones? That's worrying. Okay, well again, it's one of those things. Glad I tried it, because I would have just said it's not working. It is just not from those. Turn it on. Drop it down. Our pickup. Obviously it will do swaths. Whoa, did we just bog down the grass? We really did, didn't we? Yeah, I mean obviously these things prefer swaths, but this is just cut. And now it's not picking anything up, which might mean I need to tilt that a little bit. Get that down to the ground. There we go. Now we're picking up again. And it's doing the job. There we go. So that's the Bergmann Repex 34S. We got it there. We got it working. By Michi. Next. We got this. This is the Brandt 1124 Deckover trailer by Roughneck modding crew. 16.73 megabytes download and 10 slots. There are two different versions of this. There's this standard pull behind, or there's a gooseneck, the premium version. And it does have different strap options depending on what you're strapping down. These, with these spacings, are the vehicle straps. The bale spacings are closer together. If you're going to do bales, it just gives you some different options in the menu. Now, again, just a part of me doing the mod reviews, I automatically went to low loaders, couldn't find it. Thought, oh, I'll be under flatbeds then. Couldn't find it. It was under regular trailers, which is weird because it doesn't have a capacity. I thought it would be under low loaders, but it's not. That's where you'll find it. So yeah, platinum is the pull behind. I mean, they both pull behind, but you know what I mean. And then the premium is the gooseneck version. If you drive the gooseneck, standard double axle, or you can have a triple axle version. Then tension belt configurations. You've got machinery, square bales, round bales, back to machinery. It's just where the straps are positioned. And then we've got an option to change the rim colour, license plate option on there as well. No colour choices or anything like that. Then we do have the option here to unfold trailer, like so. And the front, I think we had the option for this. L1 and right stick up and down. We did have the option to raise and lower ever so slightly. It's quite slow, but just to get it level to match up with, well, try and get it level as much as possible, really. And like I said, tension straps, that's your vehicle ones, and the other ones will have slightly different configurations. Straightforward. I like straightforward. It makes my life so much easier. That's the Brandt 1124 Deckover trailer by Roughneck Modding Crew. Next we've got these. The tail lifts are making a return. I liked these as mods. These were very cool. So this is the tail lift pack by MaanTieBanaani. 27.53 megabytes download. 4 slots, and under miscellaneous is this back. Then we've got a dolly that comes with this as well, so you can actually daisy chain together multiples of these if you wanted to. Then there's the semi trailer version, which is 8 slots. And now it does say in the description that you need the Volvo DLC, but base game we have Volvo now, and there is a Volvo pack now as well, but that's the base game Volvo, and I've just gone with the 8x4 and it hooks up to it no problem at all. So if you're wondering why it's saying DLC, I was looking actually, is there a DLC? There was a Volvo log trailer, but anyway, all that being said, let's have a look. So this will find the semi trailer first. So just there, 75 grand for the tail lift pack. Options on this: design color does the chassis underneath. I'm not going to do the metallics, but the metallics are available. There you go, blue. Design color does the main box. I don't know why I went purple. Next design color, I think, does the whole back section. So if you want to go for a metallic or whatever you want to do for on the back, you can on the back of there. Next design color does the mudguards. Probably would have picked a better color. There we go, green over the mudguards. Rim color and license plates. We come out of there and we go to miscellaneous. Where are we? Just there. So there's the dolly that comes with the pack. Same options on this. Chassis is the design color. Second design color is the mudguards. Rim color, license plate option. So if you want a dolly that comes with this pack, you can. And then the swap body with tail lift, 35 grand. Again for this. Chassis underneath is the first color. Design color in the middle that's white is the main body. And then the next design color is that back section. Again, all the bit on there that's black. Like I say, if you want to go for a kind of, I don't know. Why did it not? Because I was on the wrong bit. There we go. For example, it's up to you. So, what does it all mean? Well, if you go for the dolly option, you've got this on the semi-trailer here, and you attach your dolly to there, you can then attach another one of these to the dolly with another one behind it. And as long as your tractor unit, your main unit, has got enough horsepower to pull it, you should be absolutely fine. So, that was something I was going to say was, like I said, the Volvo I've gone for is just the standard Volvo, the FH16, and then under this, I've gone for the 8x4. Did I go push or tack? I can't remember what I went for. I think I just went for the first option I came across. Anyway, and it does hook up fine. So we start this up and back up a little bit. It should say, there you go. Now, L1 and right stick up and down slides this. So if you haven't got the fairings on the back bit, you can slide it right up against the back. So you've got a bit of adjustment. That's as far back as it will go. It's not touching those bits now, which makes life a little bit easier. Now, to unfold the side, and it's the same on the semi version as well. If we open cover, it'll do that. We do have tension straps on the inside as well. So a nice smooth animation. It's not an auto load trailer or anything like that. So that will do that. Puts that back to there. Now I don't know if we can do this at the same time. Let's try. Open the door. Oh yeah, it does close that back up. I thought it did. So there you go. That opens the rear door, puts the tail lift right down to the ground. And then under R1, there you go. Once it's done, R1 and right stick up and down. That's down. Although it's going up. I know it's weird. It's actually long enough you can get a skid steer loader on there. You can get a quad on or something like that, but for loading and unloading, if you want to do that way with the tail lift, you can. But it also has the option, and this was one of the ones I really liked. If you come to the back here, it says enter the vehicle. Oh, let's try it again. There we go. So you can act like you're operating the lift from the outside. It just gives you that option. So I know we have third person now anyway. There we go. So like you're operating the lift yourself. That's, you know, if you want to go for that, you can. I was pressing the wrong button because I'm a, you know. And then this works exactly the same way. Same options for opening the side, same options for opening the back. Start the engine, open cover, we'll open the cover. Obviously it's a slightly longer version, but again, tension straps on there. If we close cover, close that back down again. We do have the option on here as well, on the semi version, L1 and right stick up and down. We can slide this forwards and backwards on the fifth wheel to get it to sit wherever you want it to sit, and then open the cover on the back, put that down, opens up the doors, and you're good to go to start your loading operations. Again, just another one of those ones that adds a bit of extra immersion to what you're doing. If you're looking for a different sort of trailer, this might be what you're looking for. So that's the Taillift pack by MaanTieBanaani. Next. Oh yeah, these are cool. So we've got the Teagle Tomahawks by JHHG Modding. So we've got the Tomahawk 6 C120, 14.97 megabytes download and 10 slots. That's that one there. We've got the 8250, which I think is that one I went for, yeah. That's 12.54 megabytes download, 6 slots and 7 slots. There's a trailed version and there's a 3-point link mounted version. I went for the trailed version, but I'll show the options for that. Then we got the 6200H, which is that one there. That one's by SiiD Modding and JHHG Modding. 15.23 megabytes download and 8 slots. Now this one has some very interesting tricks up its sleeve. It may get an update because potentially there's a problem with it. When I tried to fill up from the silo, it just kept filling up. It didn't hit the fill limit at any point. But what's interesting about these, you'll find them all under your animal section. Under straw blowers. So they are in essence all of them straw blowers. They are designed for shredding bales and putting straw in for bedding for animals. But this one, the C120, as you can see there, shows straw, corn, wheat, and I think the other one's barley. Oh, oats, isn't it, I think. And but the others don't. The others just show straw. So there's your 8250T, that's the trailed, and then the 8250M is your 3-point link mounted. There's no options on that. It says it takes 2 bales. It depends what you're going to be putting in there. You can have 1 round bale in it, and you have the ramp on the back open. There's a little lift bit. I'll show you that in a moment. No, I didn't want to press that button. I'll show you that in a minute. And then the trailed version, we've got the option to change our tyres. That's all. Continental, Trelleborg, BKT, and back again. Under the Trelleborg, we've got a standard and a white. And then this one, the Tomahawk 6200H, we've got a Manitou attachment point. We've got telehandler, standard, front loader, stall, which is front loader, but a stall one, JCB, skid steer loader, wheel loader, front loader 2, rear 3-point hitch on a tractor. I mean, you can pretty much put it on anything. So I thought, well, skid steer loader, why not? It's a little bit different. We might as well give that a go. And they do the same thing. But this one doesn't, and this is the first one we're going to be looking at. So, and I'm assuming this is what it's supposed to do. So we'll start that up, and then we'll unfold the straw blower, which puts the auger out, which is pretty cool anyway. I mean, in essence, that's just brilliant. I love that anyway. So this doesn't have a blower bit, it has this. Now, you can throw a bale in the top of there, it will shred the bale, and it will put it out as shredded straw. That's no problem at all. If I come over to here, to a silo, I'll just do the silos. It might just be because it's turned from silo. Start filling. So I'm going to put a little bit of wheat in. Not too much, just a little bit of wheat. Now, when I unload here on this, our pipe on this as well, we can raise and lower the pipe. It goes actually really fast, you have to be quite gentle on that. There we go. If I unload here, it takes that wheat and it turns it into straw. So if you don't have any straw, this is what's brilliant about this. Like I'm doing on my Let's Play, I don't have a huge amount of straw. If I've used all my straw up, but I might have a load of wheat for some reason, let's stop unloading. It will take the wheat and it will turn it to straw, which is quite an interesting concept anyway. So that's the wheat. If we do corn, put a little bit of that in, and let's back up. And then what we'll do is we'll unload here. That it's putting out from corn, our tub's rotating, it's grinding it all up. That's pig food. Trust me. I went and got a bucket. I picked it up. So it turns your corn into pig food. So wheat to straw, corn to pig food. I'm going to try the oats. I'm assuming the oats is just going to go... it seems to be that this thing wants to take anything from this. Let's see what else. I thought it would only give me the option for the things... straw, wheat, barley, oat, soybean, corn. It does say soybean. Let's see what the soybean does. I'm assuming the soybean is going to do pig food as well, but well, that's not to say it will. I only tried the first two. Let's unload here. That looks like straw as well. That's straw. So why is it turning the corn into pig food? I mean, I'm not knocking it. It's absolutely brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. So let's go on to that. Let's try a little bit of oats. That's what the oats does. Again, I'm assuming this is going to be straw. Yep. I mean, in essence, even if you just bought this as a pig food mixer, you just throw corn in. That's really cool. Now, I think the issue I had was, what's the capacity? What did it say the capacity on this was? Just says 2 bales. So if I click on this now, let's go with barley. What happens? So it's hit 100%, but it's, look at the capacity. It's just going up and up and up and up and up and up. It went past 100% and just keeps going. Yeah, admittedly, I'm being charged for it, but that's now got over 37,000 litres in it. It probably isn't supposed to have 37,000 litres in it, but it has. I don't know. Like I say, that's the bit that I think might not be quite right. So let's unload this here. I'm assuming that's doing straw as well. Looks like it. So yes, they're all doing straw apart from the corn, which is doing pig food. Which, like I say, I mean, that's... take that as you will. We'll turn that off for the moment. Let's disconnect that. So that's the first one. What are we doing? It said turn off. Let's just carry on anyway. Okay, we'll let that finish. We're earning a bit of money back, why not? So, the trailed one. Let's hook up to this. Now this should work just as the regular... I mean, it does work as a regular one, I know that. So L1 and right stick up and down does your nozzle up and down, side to side does that. Now we have the option to unload via chute or via side slide. So it has got a side slide there, so it'll go directly down, or chute. So we're going to go back to via chute. Right stick side to side, oh there. Right stick side to side opens and closes that, like that. And then L1, R1, right stick side to side, moves the chute, so if I'm going to move the chute like that, and then left stick side to side moves that. So that thing over where it says 2 bales, I've got 1 bale sat in there, I can have another bale sat behind, and that little bar, that holder, can hold that second bale in place. And then when I'm ready for that to be folded back up again, I can I can fold that right the way back up once I'm good to go, and then unload here. It will just blow my straw as a straw blower normally does, and it will gradually work its way through the bale. Engine off, and then obviously, so again, obviously, but is that still going? I don't know what is happening. Infinite money. I don't know. Should that be running without an engine? That probably shouldn't be running. Oh yeah, the figure is going down. It is working its way through it. That staggered me. Pig food, yeah. So then, and yeah, I say this one had all the other options, so I went for skid steer loader. And again, this has got the same options with regard to opening and closing. We've got our nozzle swings that way, like that. This one doesn't have a chute option. This is more just a spray one. So side to side, L1 and right stick side to side does that. Right stick up and down, raising, obviously that's part of that. And then L1, R1, Left stick side to side still does that. And now nozzle up and down like that. So then unload here. And away we go. So that's the Teagles by JHHG modding, and then this final one was SiiD modding and JHHG modding. That will finish at some point. What we'll do this one while we're here, and then we'll move on to the final one after that. So next, we've got, very strange, the Mahindra 6000 8000 series by Ortin modding, 11.75 megabytes download and 5 slots. You will find this under small tractors. Just there, 50 grand for the base model, 65 horsepower. So we've got front weight, we've got no, hang on, we've got no, 60 kilo, 120 kilo, 160, why does that keep doing 160? That's weird. And then back to no. Okay. And then we've got engine setup. We've got the 6060 at 65 horsepower, the 6060 turbo at 90, 6075, 75 horsepower, turbo 105, 8000S at 80 horsepower, and the 8000S turbo at 120. So 120 horsepower is the highest it will go. We've got Lizard tyres, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, Mitas, back to Lizard. Pretty much all of them are the same. There's a couple that have got some narrows. The Mitas, for example, is wide and weight. Those are the only two options. If we go to Trelleborg, we've got wheel weights, wide and weights, narrows, then rear twins, then back to standard. Most of the tyre options are that. If we go back to the Lizard, because the Lizard is a slightly different sort of tyre type, we've got standard, wheel weight, then we've got that standard 2, sort of more worn out. Wide tyres, I think I went for that. I thought the tread pattern was a little bit different. Wides and weights, back to standard. Then roof setup, we've got the sort of cover canopy, design 2. So we've got no with nothing, design 1, ROPS, and then design 2 like that, which is basically just the ROPS with the plastic cover over the top of it. It comes on to already, so you might need to change it. Exhaust standard on black, and then a sort of chromed one if you want that. Front loader attacher, quick, Hauer, no. Rim colour option and license plate option on there too. So let's hop on, start her up. Horn, lights. It's fairly straightforward. There's no option for folding the rollover protection or anything like that. No doors or windows, as you can see. Interior, first person. It's a solid little tractor. And the one I've gone for is the 120 horsepower. Not too expensive. There you go. That's the Mahindra 6000 8000 series by Ortin modding. I'm going to drive in this on the way over. So the final mod for part 2 and indeed for all of the mods for Friday the 28th of February. Like I said, on part 1 there are 4 maps that came out. One of them's got a pack that comes with it. I haven't looked at that pack because that pack will only work on that map. So I don't know whether I'll show it on the mod review or do a separate mod review for it. I'm not quite sure how we're going to go about that. And I will get on those mod reviews over the weekend. Obviously it's the weekend, family stuff, there's things going on. I'll get as much done as I can when I can fit it all in. So I will get them done though, I promise. So finally, we've got this. This is the Teagle Titan 17. This by SiiD modding, 14.41 megabytes download, 6 slots. I've got 2 out because this does manure and lime. So I've got one with manure, one with lime to show you. But, and I don't know if this is, again, this could need an update or this may have been done intentionally. I can't say it's broken because that might not be the case. These won't, or this won't fill up from a silo wouldn't fill up lime from a lime pallet or bag. The only way I could get this to fill up was with a bucket. I used a wheel loader, but from a bucket, basically. I couldn't get it to fill up from anything, any of the buy anything silos. Like I say, I tried a lime bag, tried a lime pallet, wouldn't work, so I had to tip in with a bucket to get this to work. Now, for some people that may be an absolute, well, that's it then. For other people it might be, you know what, that's perfect, that's exactly how I want it, because that's how I would do it in real life. And that's absolutely fine. Like I say, I can't say it's broken, because that may have been done on purpose. So these you'll find under, or this, because it's just two different versions of the same thing. The manure spreader, there we go, there's your Teagle Titan 17, 35 grand, not too expensive either, for a 20,100 litre capacity, 16 metre spread width. Options on this, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin and back, and Trelleborg, standard, wide and back. License plate option there as well. 170 horsepower is required to use this vehicle. Now, we do have the option for double application rate, especially with the manure. And to operate it, we do need to unfold the manure spreader. Like so. So what we're going to do is drive forward. We're going to turn it on. So the spread width should be 16 metres. You know, like I say, I mean, it looks like 16 metres. I mean, you can, there's a thing that people used to do, I've done it myself, way back. If you do it in a very straight line, and if you have your map open, you see the coordinates down the bottom, you've got your degrees, and as you move, your numbers change. Every one digit on that number is a metre. So what you can do is you can start in one place, and as you walk forward, you can count the amount of meters across, and it will tell you meters. So if you get a mod that doesn't say what the meter spread is, or you look at it and think, oh, I'm not sure that's what it says it's going to be, you can kind of pace it out if you wanted to. I just didn't do a particularly straight line, to be fair. So the other one I've already got opened up just to be efficient. Like I'm efficient. This one's got the lime in it. I didn't fill them up. So let's turn that on. Looks pretty much the same to me. I did come over off the line a little bit, but that looks pretty much the same to me once we get back on the line. Yeah, there we go. So 16 metre spread width. When we're done, fold that up. If you've got, as you can see, if you've got lime in it, it doesn't give the option for double application rate, because you don't need to double apply lime. Your fertiliser, you've got two fertilising states, lime you haven't. So let's fold the manure spreader like that. It's nicely made and detailed. And that's by SiiD Modding. And that's it for the mods for Friday the 28th of February. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Don't forget part 1. And thanks for watching.